Munich international traffic, Lufthansa 325 is clear of all runways.
Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibility for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you okay to mount emergency exit? If you're unable or prefer not to perform this function, just let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so its low and tight across your latch. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case you experience unexpected out there. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. I'm sorry. Smoking is not allowed on any flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 6 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seat in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seat, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come to the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Munich international traffic, Lufthansa 410, taxiing to runway 26 left. Munich international traffic. Lufthansa 410 is taking off runway 26 left, departing north. Munich international traffic. Yankee Alpha Uniform November Sierra, taxiing to runway 8 left.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Approaching runway 26 left. Entered runway 26 left.
.100 knots.
Munich international traffic, Hampline 1582, taxiing to runway 8 left.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Munich international traffic is using runway 8 right traffic.
Flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been switched off. However, for your safety we recommend you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence.
Unacheza kucheza kwa mtima, umeshika kabisa kwa mtima. Nimecheza upo serious man, serious man, serious man, señora. Unadunda kwa mtima, unadunda kwa mtima, unacheza kucheza kwa mtima, umeshika kabisa kwa mtima. Nimecheza upo serious man, serious man, serious man, señora.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. For your safety, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Flight spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted. Let's watch our speed, Captain. Flight spoilers extended. Let's watch our speed, Captain. Spoilers retracted.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are descending to our destination. Please fasten your seatbelts and make sure all portable electronic devices are securely stowed so that we may secure the cabin for arrival.
Flight spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted.
John F. Kennedy traffic. Lufthansa 410 is 25 nautical miles to the east at 4,300 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 22 left. John F. Kennedy traffic. Emirates 6 Super is on final. Runway 22 right. Way 22 left. John F. Kennedy traffic. Lufthansa 410 is 18 nautical miles to the east at 3,400 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 22 left. John F. Kennedy traffic. American 1632 is taking off runway 22 right, departing straight out. John F. Kennedy traffic. Emirates 6 Super is on final. Runway 22 right.
Attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flaps 1.
$2,500.
John F. Kennedy traffic, American 297, taxiing to runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Victor Tango Victor India Romeo is on final, runway 22 left. John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410 is on final, runway 22 left. John F. Kennedy traffic, November 856 Juliet Bravo, taxiing to runway 22 right.
Gear down. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Flaps full.
$1,000. $500. $400.
Approaching minimums.
$300.
Minimums.
$200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard.
Landing spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you.
Flaps up.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410 is clear of all runways. John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410, crossing runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, American 297 is taking off runway 22 right, departing straight out.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410, holding short runway 22 right. Approaching runway 4 left 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 7 Victor Lima is 26 nautical miles to the east at 4,400 feet, inbound for London, will make left traffic for runway 22 left.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Delta Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, crossing runway 31 right. John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410, crossing runway 22 right. Approaching runway 4 left 22 right. John F. Kennedy traffic, Delta Mike Alpha, entered runway 4 left 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, EVA 817 Heavy is 16 nautical miles to the northwest at 16,500 feet, inbound for London, will make left traffic for runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Delta Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo is taking off runway 22 right, departing north.
John F. Kennedy traffic, EVA 817 Heavy is inbound, request traffic.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 410 is clear of all runways.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 7 Victor Lima is on left base, runway 22 left.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Qantas 11 Heavy, crossing runway 31 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 7 Victor Lima is clear of all runways.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Qantas 5 Quebec Romeo Heavy, taxi into runway 22 right.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 7 Victor Lima, crossing runway 22 right. John F. Kennedy traffic, Lufthansa 7 Victor Lima is clear of all runways.
John F. Kennedy traffic, Marine 810, crossing runway 13 left.